Hey, this your boy Trey with a face reveal. And what's up? How you guys doing? Now, the Mainmanswe has made videos and YouTube and Twitch videos talking about anime. Like this man know anything about it. Obviously not, because when he talks about it, it's very clear that he doesn't know what he's talking about whatsoever. Like for instance, when this man talks about animes for kids, okay. The man ain't seen no real anime then. He see only Dragon Ball and shit like that. He's thinking about all anime is like Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball not even for kids.
See, that's my boy. That's my boy Ansu. That's Cujo right there. He talking in the back. But like I said, anyway. But Dragon Ball ain't even for kids, the original. If you watch it, it's for probably more like young teens, teenagers. If the original, we talking about the original, you know, when he taking off panties and finding a vagina there. Or he's cussing and Vegeta and Krillin saying, damn it, and all that shit. Yeah, that ain't for kids. You know, I wouldn't want my kids to watch that. They more like watching, like, what is it called? Disney, what is it called? What's it called? That Mickey Mouse Clubhouse type shit? Yeah, some shit like that. That's why I would have my kids watch. I don't know what he be having his kids watch. But what I'm going to tell you is this. I like the Mainmanswe content. I like his Tekken content and all that. But for him to say shit like this, and this is what I'm going to try to, like Berserk right here, right? You can see it right here, Berserk, Devil Man and shit like that. It's for kids. It's insane. Don't you guys think?
Even go to that picture. That's your mountain right there.
Yeah. You think this shit for kids, bro? Like it's stupidity. It's like when somebody says like it's equivalent of saying the hentai is for children. Like, are you serious? Like, you know, hentai is still anime. But, you know, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, someone who doesn't know what they're talking about, who doesn't understand, like, you know those comic books that was in World War II? Those were meant for adults. But they make comics and stuff like that for adults, not for children. Mickey Mouse and all these things and cartoons were originally meant for adults, not children.
Just like Captain America. Captain America was originally meant for adults during World War II.
Exactly.
And even in his lore, he was a comic for the adults.
Exactly. People like this, like Mainmanswe, don't know what the fuck they talking about whatsoever. And they make content on certain things just because they're put on the spot. And I just think someone bullied him for liking anime when he was a kid or some shit. I'm not saying that's the truth. Don't take my word. But like somebody told him anime was for kids and he ran with that shit because it's not true. Like Berserk. The first chapter of Berserk, this nigga is fucking a demon. Like he is balls deep in a demon. That is the first chapter of this man right here. The first chapter. And the first arc of Berserk, his childhood, which is technically the first arc, he gets raped by a grown man. Spoiler alert. But that's just the beginning. That's why I don't care about sharing that. But that manga is not for children. So when he says ignorant shit like, oh yeah, anime's for kids, are you dumb? Even freaking Bake the Grapper, Yojiro rapes a grown man. Like that's, what are you talking about? Animes for children. And that shit's popular. That's on Netflix. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's an ignorant person giving a dumbass opinion on anime. And, you know, he's smart on tech and he's smart as a person. But some of the things he's talking about is just insanity. And it starts in anime and it goes into other things. But remember, this guy is just a regular guy doing Twitch or YouTube. I like Mainmanswe. And regardless if he likes me in his chat or not, I don't care anymore. I like Mainmanswe's content for Tekken. But at the same time, bro, he's spitting venom on anime and the things I care about. I'm a drawer. I'm an artist myself. Matter of fact, I'm a very good artist. I draw comic books and I draw anime characters. And eventually I plan to release my own, very own comic book character on an artistic quality scale, probably closer to some of these good or decent mangas or anime. I would like to understand that my medium of drawing and artistic ability, just like Tekken is for him, is actually not for just children, but it also can be enjoyed by 30 to 40-year-old men playing a video game that has 3 animes.
But also, what I would like to say is that he's overstepping in his knowledge on shit because the fact of the matter is, if you watch Invincible, there is a lot of killing in it. It is very rated R, rated mature. You would not let your kid be like, oh yeah, you go ahead and play a game like that. He's 5 years old. Yeah, let's go ahead and just give you freaking Dark Souls. Let's go ahead and just give you Grand Theft Auto. No, you would not do that. What you would do is, alright, here is Animal Crossing.
Or Fortnite, or even Fortnite is like the most graphic child game. You won't go above Fortnite. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, this man is tripping. Like, he don't know what he's talking about. Like, you know, and I agree with you, Cujo. Like, this man over here don't know what he's talking about, bro. He just doesn't. Like, he's talking about Attack on Titan is like some high school shit. They're not even high school. They're freaking military. And yeah, people cry in the military. I've been in the military. So is Cujo. We've been in the military. You know how people cry when the ship catches fire? Or when there's a nuclear reactor shut down or some bullshit like that? Or we're dropping missiles and killing millions of people? You know how many people cry? Probably millions. Yeah, people cry a lot. What are you talking about? Especially when, if I was not on Attack on Titan, you think I'd be crying and fighting and crying? You think I wouldn't be? You smoking crack? Why are they crying? Because they're about to die. What are you talking? Are you stupid? Like, they cried 6 times in one episode. Duh. Like, what the fuck? Like,
it's the emotion. Like, are you looking for no emotion in your characters? Because what he says is that he doesn't like those big, broad, Fist of the North Star type characters. And then he describes when a character has emotion, that's wimpy and weak.
So yeah, it's like this bipolar stupid shit. Like he's wimpy if he cries, but now if he's strong and masculine, he is too manly. Like, shut your ass up. Make an opinion, bro. Like, you just hate on this shit for no reason, bro. Just say you hate on this shit for no reason and move on. Because whether it's a picture or an anime or a comic book or a superhero movie or a live action, this shit's gonna have a soft and a strong character. Like, that's just the simplistic thing in reality. Like, bro, like if like you're 6'5", right? But I weigh 225 pounds, and me and you stood next to each other. You might be 2 inches taller than me, but I would be fucking massive compared to you. I would lift more than you. I would be the strong character, and you would be the regular Tekken player. Like that's just what it would be. And that's not me even coming at you. That's you. You said you weigh like under 200 pounds or under 120 kilos. I weigh like 115 kilos, bro. Like, I am way more massive than you. And so is everybody I talk to in my family. So we would look different to you than normal people. But in Europe, I don't know how y'all builds is in Europe. But in America, people are kind of bigger here. So I'm not talking about height. I'm talking about just width. We are fatter in general, or buffer. I'm buffer than most the average person in general.
I know the builds in Europe. I've been to England. I've been where Mainmanswe
military.
From.
We've been in the military. We're in the military. I'm 6'2", so I 6'2" and a half. I'm like, so I'm pretty much.
Like, I was small at 170. I was bigger than most of the guys there.
Yes.
The thing is the fact of the matter is, what he's telling you is masculine is not truly masculine. What's masculine is able to break down and understand what's going behind the story, instead of breaking it down and saying this is for kids. Because if you were to watch Devilman and say that's for kids, then you're an idiot. Because literally,
the whole premise of the show is not for kids, bro. That's what we're saying. That's why we don't like what the hell you have to say. Like, yeah, in Japan, they use high schoolers a lot. Why? Because high school is where you miss the most change in your life for a lot of Japanese people. That's why. That's why they use high school a lot. But not all animes like that. Berserk ain't about no high schooler, bro. Monster is not about no high schooler. Attack on Titan, they don't even get to go to high school because they're in war. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of this stuff you're talking about is stupidity. They use youth in Japan because they like youth. You're playing a freaking video game at 35 as a streamer or 36 or whatever age you are, and you're talking about people being children for watching a TV show that they like. Like, shut your ass up, bro.
But the thing is, though, is when you look at about Japan, the 13 is the adult age. And then you see how tall they grow.
13 is a grown man in Japan. So your concept of what's grown and their concept of what's grown is completely different. Even in Native American culture, 12-year-old was grown. So your idea of grown, Mainmanswe, is not other cultures' idea of grown. At 14, your sexual age in most countries, and that's insanity to you, or not most countries, but a lot of countries. 16 and is 90% of the world. Even the United States, half the states is 16 or 17 or some shit like that.
Actually, it is most countries.
Yeah, so what you're talking about as grown, Europe, you guys, in some countries in Europe, I hear you guys aren't grown until 24, 27 or some shit. Like, what the fuck?
But then in other parts of Europe, 16 is grown.
Exactly. Like the other day when I was in your chat, I said, look, I wouldn't date a woman above 25. I wouldn't. Why would I? I'm 23. Why would I want to date a woman above 25? Like, are you smoking crack? I wouldn't be dating a woman above 20. I'll be honest with you. Because women, your brainstem fully connects at like 25, 26. That means your maturity is at 25, 26. Whatever you're doing at 25, 26 is what you're going to be doing for most of your life. That's why. If girls mature older than us, why would I date one at 22, 23? Their brainstem is connected if they mature faster than us. As men, I would want to date a girl who's like 18, 19. Why? Because they are able to still learn how to take care of me, take care of children, or learn to do what they want to do. Maybe they want to do a career. They're able to learn. It's funner. But that's a whole different concept. But that's just basic shit that you think you're mature because you don't watch anime or because you're older than me. Okay. So what? You're older than someone. Okay. That doesn't make you more mature. What makes you more mature is your life decisions. Your life decisions have nothing to do with my life decisions. You could be 50 years old and still act like a freaking child. But that doesn't matter if you're watching anime or if you're liking women who are 25 or 20. That has nothing to do with it. If they're grown, they're grown. A grown woman is a grown woman. I don't want a 35 or 40-year-old woman because I've talked to 35 and 40-year-old women. Matter of fact, I have things that go on for me that are probably above my age by far. And the people who know me on my stream or know me personally know that I probably have more than actually, I'll be factually, I have a lot more than 45-year-old, 55-year-old men or people who even die. So the thing is, your opinion being more mature because you're 35 about women or anime or anything like that doesn't freaking matter. Like, there's 40-year-olds right now who are making anime, make more money than you, have better relationships with you, have children, and are very happy. And they're making anime. You don't think they watch what they make? Like, your opinion is stupid, bro. Akira Toriyama is the maker of Dragon Ball. He's over 50, 60, still making this shit. He's just making a few characters here or there and shit. You don't think he's a mature person? Like, this is why people like you don't know what you're talking about. You don't think he doesn't know anything about Naruto or One Piece?
Think about Stan Lee.
Marvel
is beyond him. He died, and now guess what? He left it to his children and Disney.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, Stan Lee, what is he, 80 something? Like, I don't know exactly how old he was, but he created Marvel, right? He's older than you. You think he's not a mature person? Like, this is why you don't make sense a lot of time when people are talking to you. This is why people like freaking need to call you a freaking scrub, man, because you guys come out with this stupid ass content about some very opinionated shit, and it's like, man, shut your ass up if you don't know about it. You don't know about anime. You don't know what you're talking about. And I like your content, and I'm not no big streamer or nothing, but but you don't know what you're talking about.
I commented in your comments
when you're talking
about anime,
yeah,
and you never really gave me a second glance. The thing is that your content was not matching up to what anime truly is, and I was trying to tell you that if you really watch the shows that they're telling you to watch. Because my brother told me to watch it, and I watched it. And guess what happened? I learned a lot more about the show and anime than I had ever before.
Yeah, that's a fact. And that's what most people who actually watch it without judging it prematurely. You know, people with good content, people who don't judge shit before they watch it. You know, like me. I don't judge shit before I watch it. I watch the shit for what it is. If it's an anime, a comic book, a novel, a graphic novel, doesn't matter. I'm gonna read, watch it, figure out what it is, and learn from it. That it don't matter what it is. But like your anime opinion and your opinion on women and all that shit is like bogus, bro. You don't know what you're talking about, because if you did, you'd be married. You have like maybe you'd be like a Hollywood dude, like have 2 or 3 wives or some shit. We knew what he was talking about. Like, how you gonna give me an opinion on anime maturity and you playing a fucking video game for a living? Like, shut your ass up.
But the
like,
big fact is,
and I'm not saying video games are for children. I'm saying video games for all ages. But just like video games are for all ages, anime is for all ages. They make anime for kids. They make video games for kids. But they also make anime for adults, and they make video games for adults. If they can make that for adults, why don't you think, all right, this one's...
But the big fact is, what I'm saying is here, is that you literally went off of saying anime is for kids, but if you say books are for kids, then what are you saying? I'm an idiot because I don't want to read. Now, if you watch anime, it's built for all ages. There's a reason. Because it's a book. It's a book built for all ages. Now, if you watch a live action TV show, what is it? Of someone who created a script, which is a book built for a certain audience.
And it could be Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, or it could be Breaking Bad. It's the same with freaking anime, video games, and everything else. It could be freaking Ratchet and Clank, or it could be, I don't know, what's a God of War 2, where he's or 3, where he's having sex in the game. It could be either or. 2, I think he does too. But that's what I'm saying. It could be either or. It don't have.
That was 3.
Yeah, but he does it in 2 too, because it's like a glossed over scene in 2, I think. In 3, you're actually like choosing to. But that's what I'm saying. What are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. That's what people are trying to tell you. And anime is the same concept.
Anime is literally like Jack. Jack 1, that was literally for kids. You can play Jack 1 and be for kids. Jack 2, it was crazy. You didn't know if it was for kids or for adults. Jack 3, that was strictly adult made, because literally most kids would not be able to figure out Jack 3.
Yeah, and I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna start to get this short. It's not that we coming at you, but you need to have a reality check. And obviously, none of your other fans are really willing to sit here and talk to you. So, what I'm gonna say is, pretty much, as your fans, I'm just coming at you with some common sense on how to pretty much handle this situation, and just stop talking about anime on your stream, bro. If you're not gonna watch it, or you're not gonna have a valid opinion on it, just stop talking about it on your stream, bro. Because you're just insulting millions of people, bro. And I mean thousands of people, or whatever amount of content fans you have. Stop talking about women, bro, because you don't know what you're talking about. You're not even married. You've never been married. I'd rather be married and divorced and know what a marriage is like and talk about it to some men than never been married at all and tell some men about how women are or what sex is or not. Because what your opinion on what sex is or not is pretty much bullshit at this point. Because you don't even know how it is to be with a woman more than a couple years. So what are you talking about? Like, you're talking about some straight bullshit. You're talking about some very pessimistic, some women who ain't even been in a relationship type fucking bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's bullshit talk about anime, women, and all that shit. Talk about Tekken. Let's talk about Tekken. Okay? That's what you know. You know Tekken. Let's talk about Tekken. Can we keep it Tekken? Because like I've been called a child in your stream and shit like over and with a bunch of anime nerds, with a bunch of Tekken nerds. Like you guys are nerds. I'm a nerd too, but like you guys are Tekken nerds, telling me you guys know more about life than me. Like shut y'all asses up. Y'all are some nerds playing Tekken just like me. Y'all know shit about no girls. Y'all know shit about no Tekken, about no anime. We all learning together. We ain't know none of us is knee. We all scrub man. So why you giving your opinion like your shit is lordy? If you don't like anime, that's you, bro. That's you. You can hate some shit for no reason, but don't make that shit like, oh yeah, I like sophisticated content. Bruh, what the fuck are you talking about? Tekken is not even sophisticated. The shit animation, the graphics of Tekken is ass. The only thing sophisticated is the technicality of the frames and how people utilize them. That's it. The whole game is ass. The graphics, the story, the freaking makes sense of the hitboxes and shit is ass. Only thing that makes sense out of that game is the technicality and what level people utilize the physics of the engine of the game. That's it. That is it. So man, Tekken's an anime game anyway. What are you talking about?
Tekken has three
freaking
stories.
animes, bro. 3 freaking anime, bro. No, don't nobody look like fucking Jin Kazuya except for anime characters. And you really and Lars, nigga, like
no one never look like Heihachi.
yeah, that's anime stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the content here. I'll catch you guys later. It's your boy X-Ray out.